Hey.
Good evening, my lovely life group. Thank you so much for coming tonight and allowing me to take time out of our sharing night tonight to listen to my presentation. I just want to give you a bit of an overview of what I've been up to and the challenges and some achievements while working on my professional practice subject for Bible college. And perhaps I've had a challenge that maybe you can relate to or that you have faced. And maybe you can cheer me on in my achievements. I've also given you an opportunity at the end to ask a question at the end. So in the beginning of my placement, Pastor Heidi and I met and we discussed a plan that Pastor Heidi had created to help me to gain the most from doing this subject and to really gain some experience in what pastoring is all about in pastoral care. The plan includes helping Pastor Jane in pastoral care support on Sunday mornings and also on Friday nights to applying the principle of being the first to show up and the last to leave, and just to be able to be willing to serve in whatever capacity that I'm needed to on Friday nights in the services in October. And also I've been doing some pastoral Bible study, gleaning practical keys and personal knowledge from God's Word and how I could use them in a positive way in a message. So challenges and achievements. I'm a firm believer that God uses our weaknesses and with time and obedience He turns them into our strengths. And I've been seeing this happening throughout this placement. One challenge that I have been having is simply remembering people's names. I think that's a big challenge for a lot of us.
Yeah.
I found a great key to remembering people's names is to use their name in conversation as much as I can without being too weird while I'm talking to them. And sometimes I'll even have a bit of a giggle at myself and explain to them what I'm doing so that they know that I really want to connect with them and make them feel comfortable and more important. So that's a strategy that I used. And just explaining that makes me feel a little bit less weird and have a giggle at myself. I've been actually saying hello to a lady that's been coming to life group here, dropping her daughter off, and I've been calling her by name, and she's like, how on earth do you remember my name every week? So it works.
Great.
And I actually thought I forgot her name the other night, but I think I remember it now. It's Amanda, and her daughter's name's Ruby. Another challenge that I've faced is simply going up to people I don't know and introducing myself. I used to be quite reserved and not really wanting to engage with people that I didn't know, so this has been really getting me out of my comfort zone. But not only that, but making conversation and keeping conversation flowing. I'm still working on that. Finding the right questions to ask to encourage that conversation and to make the other person feel at ease and welcomed. But while doing my pastoral Bible study in the book of Isaiah, I found a key that unlocked this challenge for me a whole lot. In Isaiah chapter 19 verses 23 and 25, and I'll let you read it later, but I came to the revelation that God's treasured possessions is people, and that He really, really loves people, especially people that love and trust Him, but He really loves people. We are His treasured possessions. And this helped me to love people more, knowing that by loving people is always God's will. So wherever I can love on people, I know that it's God's will for me to do. And this will not only influence others to find Christ, but it's also an act of worship on my behalf. And I found that connecting with people this way, it actually brings me great joy. And I think I'm good at it. And I hope I bring some enjoyment to others as well. So just from thinking back over this semester, some of the things, well actually all of the things that Pastor Heidi has set for me to do have been, it's been a challenge and has really stretched me. But I'm so grateful for the opportunity for the stretching and growing, and it's made me push my roots down deeper into good soil and into the river that gives life. And it's really confirmed to me that God has called me to be a pastor, and with God's help and guidance, it will be a great achievement in my life. So thank you guys very much for hearing me out tonight. I'd now welcome any questions that you have that you'd like to ask. You don't have to. All good? Right, thank you very much.